Hey guys, it's Molly, and today I'm doing my December reading wrap up. All the books I read in December. I read 10 books. Half of them are online. I read on my Kindle, and then the other half are physical. I read most of these when I was studying abroad, sort of. Not really. I read a lot when I came home. I just like dived deep into reading when I got home. So yeah, let's just get into it. I think I had a pretty good reading month. So yeah, the first book is The Fantasy League by Meg Reading. I don't have the physical copy because I read it on my Kindle. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I rated it a 4 stars. I really enjoyed this one. It was just kind of like cute. But it wasn't like how some books where they're like cute, but they're kind of like not good. Like they're just like just way too cheesy. There's not a lot of like good book to it, but this one I think was like pretty good. It's forced proximity and fake dating. So basically the main character, can't remember, the two main characters, they're neighbors, and the guy, he plays on a football team. The girl is a chef and she's like his personal chef. And she like does not like him. It's kind of like an enemies to lovers, but it's more just like miscommunication a little bit. Like she thinks that he hates her, but he actually has like a huge crush on her and is like afraid to talk to her because he doesn't want to like make himself look like a fool. And then his football coach one day is like, hey, for our press, we really need you to get a girlfriend so you can stop like being like a player and people can like start actually taking you seriously. So he's like, okay. And then he asks his like chef girl to be his girlfriend and she agrees. And then they have like this whole deal and then they like start fake dating. Obviously the fake dating turns into more. It was just really cute and it had like kind of like a friend aspect. It also had like a sister aspects, like her sister. It was just really cute and I really enjoyed it. So I gave it a 4 stars. Okay, next book is Collided by Lauren Asher. This is the second book in the Dirty Air series. I read the first one, I think, in this November. Yeah, the first one was Throttled. I read it in November. I gave it 1.4 stars, and I gave Collided 2 stars. I liked it a little bit more than Throttled, just because I liked the main guy. I think his name was Liam. Yeah, I liked Liam a lot more than I liked the guy in Throttled. I don't know, they just like Lauren Asher, I think I'm gonna give up on her. I mean, I'm gonna read the final score when it comes out for the Dream Billionaire series because I really liked the fine print. But I think I'm giving up on her because her main characters, I just can't. They're always the same. They're like borderline awful people. But I liked Liam because I feel like he definitely had a lot of character redemption and he had like a reason to be an asshole. The other guys really like didn't have a reason. Like they had a reason, but it was also like not really a reason. It was just kind of like seriously. But it is a friends to lovers and then also kind of like a forbidden romance because the main girl, cannot remember her name. She was best friends with the girl in the first book. Also can't remember her name. Obviously these books are not very memorable to me because I like literally can't remember them and I only read them like a month ago. But the like main girl, she's like best friends with the other girl in the first book and it's like F1, so they're all like racers and her dad is like the principal of one of the racing teams and then Liam is on like the other racing team. So it's like forbidden romance, friends to lovers because they can become friends. There's this whole like list of like dirty things that they do together. Like it's honestly, it was a pretty big good book. It was like really funny, entertaining. But again, I just like, I don't know, there was like certain scenes, certain things that he said that I was just like, really? Like this wasn't necessary. And even like the girl was kind of annoying and I just like, I don't know. I think I've given up on Lauren Asher. I don't like her writing. I don't like her characters and I've given up, honestly. Okay, the next book was The Wedding Planners by Aaron Thompson. I give this 3 stars. I really, really liked this book. I thought the two main characters were so cute. I know the guy's name was Nash. I think the girl's name was Sarah. I think. I know the guy's name was Nash because I really liked his name. but they are both, so they meet on like a one night stand, and Sarah just had like a super like career ending event happen. She's a cook. And then Nash's sister Dallas, which I love their names. Nash's sister Dallas is getting engaged to her boyfriend, who she's only been dating for like 4 months. And it's like a pretty big thing because she's like this like social media starlight. And Nash, he just got out of like a divorce of his marriage. Well, it's not really a divorce. It was more just like they like separated because his wife like cheated on him. So he's like very like burnt on relationships, burnt on marriage. And he's like, I'm gonna try and ruin this for Dallas. So when Dallas asks Sarah and Nash to be her wedding planners, Nash like agrees just to like ruin the whole thing. Sarah finds out, and then there's like a bunch of tension between them. Obviously they get together, and it's really good. I really liked the book. I thought it was really cute, and I loved like both of their characters, and I love like the friend aspect because it like mentions like their friends a lot of the time, like Nash's like childhood best friends, who they have like their own book that I haven't read yet. And it's just so cute, and it talks about Sarah's friends and like Sarah's family and like Nash's family, and it's just, I really enjoyed it. Okay, next is 'Tis the Season for Revenge, which I really liked this book. This reminded me so much of Legally Blonde, but like, I don't know, it was like a different aspect, it kind of, but like the main guy reminded me so much of Warren, and the main girl reminded me so much of Elle. Like they literally were like copy paste. She basically is in this long-term relationship with this older guy who's a lawyer, and she changes like everything about herself during this whole relationship. She dyes her hair brown. She's normally like brunette. She like does everything like different for this guy just to make him take her seriously. Then on the way to a Halloween party, which she's dressed like a Playboy bunny, Legally Blonde, and he breaks up with her. And so immediately she breaks down, her friends come over, they start like talking, and then when they're like wine drunk, they make this revenge plan. And the revenge plan is that she is going to fuck his boss. So she matches with the boss on Tinder, they get together, things actually start going kind of seriously. She gets like cold feet, things happen. I loved this book so much. I thought it was so cute. It's based in New York. I love New York at Christmas. And it was just so cute, and it was such a cute book to like get me in the Christmas spirit, especially because I was in Costa Rica during this, and Costa Rica did not look very Christmassy. It was like still summer there. So I really liked this book, and I think I gave it a 4 stars. It was by Morgan Elizabeth, and I read it on Kindle Unlimited. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, next we have my physical copies. I do have one more like virtual book, but I read that at the end of the month, so I'll like get to that later. So first I read Ricochet, which is the second book in the Addicted series, by Kristen Becker Ritchie. I really liked this book. I think I gave this a 3.5 stars, mostly because there was a lot going on, but at the same time it was like kind of a filler book. It was also a lot smaller than the other ones, or I mean, I guess it's the same size as the Addicted to You book, but it's like smaller than the other ones a lot. Like the other ones are a lot bigger than these two, but I really enjoyed it. It like talks a lot, oh my god, it's mostly just about like what's her name, Lily, like kind of trying to survive without cheating on Lauren. If you don't know what the Addicted series is, it's about Lily and Lauren, who are both addicts. Lily's a sex addict, Lauren is an alcoholic, and they're like childhood best friends. They like enable each other. The first book was like fake dating, and then they started like actually dating. And this book, Lauren is never like physically in the book. He's in rehab during the whole book, and it's mostly just about Lily and like her self-discovery and her road to redemption, basically. And I really, really enjoyed this book, and I loved how like focused it was on Lily and like the character aspect of it. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave it like a 3.5 stars. So yeah. Next, I read The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. I loved this book. This was so freaking cute. It reminded me of We Were Liars, but like in a different aspect. It reminded me just because it had like the same feel with like the summer homes and the like New England summers and the like very preppy vibe and everything. And I really loved Meredith, who was the main character. Basically, it's about Meredith Fox, who lost her older sister Claire in a drunk driving accident. And her family, every single summer, they go to their like summer home that they have on this island. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in New England. Martha's Vineyard. Okay, so it's like they have a vacation home on Martha's Vineyard. And they go every single summer. And her like entire extended family is coming together for a big wedding. Her cousin is getting married. It's super cute. It has like this big like family aspect. And they play this game every single summer called Assassin, which is like what originally drew me to this book, is because I played Assassin in high school with like my senior class and I loved it so much. And I've never seen a book that has talked about Assassin or has like played the game, and I really wanted to like read it and like kind of relive the moments, I guess. And this book was so freaking funny and cute, and it had like a romance aspect. Meredith, she meets, what's his name? Well, it doesn't say on the back and I can't remember his name. Shit, what was his name? Whit. She meets Whit, and he is a groomsman. He's the step brother of the groom. And they like meet and they have this instant connection, and it's so cute, and they make like a little like alliance, and they're so freaking cute, and like I just love it. I love this book so much, and I loved Whit. He's like my new book boyfriend, honestly. But yeah, I think I gave this 4.5 stars. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Okay, next we have Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, which I will say I was extremely disappointed in this book. I did not like this. I liked like probably 1/4 of this book, maybe. That's stretching it a little bit. I just thought this book was so unnecessary. That's all. I really just don't understand why she decided to write this book. I did not like Skye. I didn't like any of the characters in the book. I thought it was extremely just dumb. That's all I'm gonna say. It's basically about this girl named Skye who is a senior in high school. She doesn't have any like access to technology. She's been she's been homeschooled her whole life, and then she meets this kid named Dean, and they become like in a relationship. I don't know. And then like stuff from her past starts coming up. I don't know. I really did not like this book. I think too, like, you know, with Colleen books, there's always like a twist. This book, there was a twist, and I was like, okay, cool, over, but there was still 100 pages left. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then just more stuff happened, and I was like, we didn't have to keep going. We could have stopped. And I don't know. I really hated this book. So it's also a series. There's like other books in this series. And I will not be reading them. So that's all. I really did not enjoy that book. I think I gave it, well, it says here I gave it 3 stars, but I'm giving it 1 star, or 0.5, honestly. I did not like that book at all. Next we have The Deal, which this is my second time reading this. I hate the cover. I decided to get this and read it because the first time that I read it online, and I didn't have a physical version, and I really wanted the physical version, and I really wanted to like highlight some of the things. So I decided to read it again, and honestly, it just like reinstated my belief that I love this book. This is a 5 stars for me still. So 5 stars for me the first time I read it, and it's 5 stars the second time I read it, and I really enjoy it. I love this book. I love Garrett Graham. I love Hannah. And I love this universe so much. So yeah. Okay, and then the last book. What the fuck just happened? This was a book that I read on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical copy. So this was Cross-Checked Hearts by Callie Meal. I gave this 0.5 stars. I really did not enjoy this book. It felt, again, like there was just nothing, like we weren't really doing anything with it. Like we were just writing about smut, and like I don't really know. It was supposed to be like a hockey college romance, but there was really no college hockey romance. It was just kind of like smut, and it was a brother's best friend, which she did that very, very well. That was like good. I loved that aspect. But everything else, there was just like not enough. And I feel like she needed to add more. And I really hated the main characters, which again, like if I don't like the characters, it kills the book for me. Sometimes, like in some aspects, because other times if it's like, because I know there's some books where you're supposed to hate the main characters, and in those books I'm like, I feed off of it, I love it. But in the books where you're supposed to like the main characters and root for them and cheer for them, if I don't like them, I'm not gonna like it, and I didn't like either of them. So I did not like this book, and I gave it a 0.5 stars, and that's all I have to say. But yeah, that's it. Okay, that's all the books that I read this month. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.